Think about the last decision you regret, not a small one, a real one. The kind that still lingers in your mind. Maybe you ignored a warning sign. Maybe you chose comfort over growth. Maybe you knew what was right, but still chose differently. Now, here's the uncomfortable question. Did you really choose that decision, or were you guided into it by something you didn't even notice? Because if you stay with me until the end of this video, you may realize something unsettling. That many of your decisions are not as rational or as independent as you think. You like to believe you make logical decisions. You weigh options. You consider outcomes. You think things through. But psychology tells a different story. Most of your decisions are not driven by logic. They are driven by emotion, and then justified by logic afterward. You don't decide and then feel. You feel and then decide. Your brain is constantly making fast judgments before you are even aware of it. It scans situations. It predicts outcomes. It chooses what feels right in the moment. And by the time you think you've made a decision, the process has already begun. This is why sometimes you act and only later ask yourself, why did I do that? Every decision you make is influenced by your emotional state. If you feel anxious, you choose safety. If you feel confident, you take risks. If you feel uncertain, you delay. The same situation can lead to completely different decisions depending on how you feel in that moment. Your mind also prefers what is familiar, not what is best. Familiar feels safe, even if it keeps you stuck. This is why people repeat patterns, why they stay in situations that don't serve them, why they choose what they know over what could be better. If this is already making you rethink how you make decisions, take a moment to subscribe to NousForge, because understanding these hidden patterns is how you begin to take control of them. Your brain uses shortcuts to make decisions faster. These shortcuts are useful, but they are not always accurate. They simplify complex situations into quick judgments, and sometimes those judgments are wrong, but because they feel right, you trust them. Your past also plays a powerful role. Every experience you've had shapes how you interpret the present. If something once caused pain, you avoid it. If something once brought reward, you chase it. Even if the situation has changed, even if the outcome could be different. There are two forces inside you. One seeks immediate comfort, the other seeks long-term growth, and most of the time, they are not aligned. So when you make a decision, it's not just about logic. It's about which part of you is stronger in that moment. This is why regret happens, because the part of you that chooses is not always the part of you that reflects later. In the moment, you choose what feels right. Later, you evaluate what was right. And those two perspectives are not always the same. So what changes this? Not trying to eliminate mistakes, not trying to be perfectly rational, but becoming aware of the process. The next time you're about to make a decision, pause. Notice what you feel. Notice the urgency, the hesitation, the pull toward one option. And ask, is this emotion guiding me or is it distorting my judgment? If this perspective is helping you see your decisions more clearly, like the video and subscribe to NousForge, because the more aware you become, the better your choices become. Good decisions often require something simple but difficult: slowing down, creating space between impulse and action, because in that space, you regain clarity. You begin to see beyond the immediate feeling. You may not control every thought. You may not control every emotion, but you can influence your response. And that is where real choice exists. Not in the absence of influence, but in awareness of it. As you begin to practice this, something changes. You stop reacting automatically. You stop repeating the same patterns, and slowly, your decisions become more intentional, more aligned, more conscious. So the next time you face a decision, don't rush. Don't assume you're being logical. Pause, observe, question, because the quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your decisions, and the quality of your decisions is shaped by how aware you are when you make them. And if you've stayed with me until this point, thank you. It means you're not just listening, you're thinking, and that is where better decisions begin.